Good evening, one and all. We welcome you all to the International Webinar Series on Holistic Health, Well-being and Sustainable Development 2022-2023, commemorating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, nation celebrating 75 years of independence, United Nations Sustainable Development Goals 2015 to 2030 as part of awareness and campaigns in collaboration with Sri Holistic Health Foundation India and Sri Research Institute Center for Art, Sciences and Well-being. Before we start our sessions, let's take the blessings of Almighty.
कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः.
With the blessings of Almighty, we shall continue today's session. Before we start today's session, there is an important announcement. As we all know that we are organizing international conference on occasion of World Social Work Day. This is the third conference which we are organizing. So in this regard, there were some requests seeking help and clarification. So what we thought, instead of individually answering, we can have some sessions dedicated to assist participants, presenters, collaborators, and award nominees. So we have allotted time coming from this Sunday. Every Sunday until conference starts, that is till March. From 18th March, conference is starting. So this Sunday, 26th February, and coming Sunday, 5th March, and the next Sunday, that is 12th March. So 3 days we'll be having pre-conference sessions, which are purely intended to help the stakeholders of the conference. So we will be starting at 2 o'clock. Kindly, we request everyone to share this information. So all kinds of assistance, including if you have any, problem, technical problem, or in case of any, presentation related problem or technology related problem, or conceptual problems like finding or selecting a topic, or any kind of concerns or issues that you have, or any difficulties, challenges you are facing, you can discuss on it on that day, on these 3 days. So we can discuss as long as we have all queries answered on this Sunday. So feel free to join and share this information with your friends. as this is multilingual, multicultural, multidisciplinary, there is no subject which is not eligible. So starting from languages, literature to space science, you can literally present on any paper as long as you have no relevant experience or academic qualification in that subject, or you have work experience in that subject. So you can present any number of papers. There is no limit as of now. So we have 10 days, so you can present. And already registration forms have been circulated. And as usual, we have these meritorious awards and various other awards in place. So based on the applications, we will scrutiny, our jury will be selecting. And basically, we do not nominate as organizers. Generally, what other organizations do, they nominate and invite awardees, and they give awards. It's not like that in this. So we invite, we notified, and whoever is interested, whoever has significant contribution towards society, they can apply it. So all the selection criteria, award category are purely based on the application. So if there are sufficient applications, and among those, we'll be selecting the best awardee. So it's not like they are the only best ones, or it's not like that. If you think, or if anyone thinks, then they are eligible, they can apply, they can apply. It's not that they are only the best ones or nothing like that. Among the nominees, we will be picking up one. So we request everyone to utilize this opportunity and also circulate among your friends, circle, students, research scholars, so that, and promote them, actively encourage them to register as a participant and as well as presenters. Encourage students, especially freshers. This platform is created, so that freshers, for young students who really are looking for a platform to present and get guidance. So professionals, anyway, we have a lot of platforms where we can present. So encourage your students. We want more, participants and presenters who have never ever presented anywhere. So identify such participants and presenters, so that we can give them a good break and we can encourage them. That is the main purpose. We have started this platform and have opened to others also. And that's why we have kept sessions also open, though there are many experts. We have a very good panel of experts in almost every field, a good network circle. But, we always wanted to keep it open so that others can utilize this opportunity. And as you all know, we are also coming closer to end of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav celebrations. So we request everyone to make best use. Again, we will never get an opportunity like this. We have to wait for another 25 years again to celebrate this centenary. So make best use of opportunity. Invite, recommend this webinar series to your students, colleagues, your friends, your faculties, research scholars, and ask them to register and utilize this wonderful opportunity. And all the publications, we are starting the publication process after this conference gets completed, that is from April. after this March conference gets completed, the publication process will start. So all the presenters will get the opportunity, whoever has presented till now. Will get the opportunity based on their presentations. They can submit their manuscripts, their research work, or their articles or full papers for publication. So we will be sharing the guidelines. First, we have a panel of publishers, and we are also, other publishers also contacting us. So we will also have a panel of publishers wherein every publisher or every journal might have their own set of guidelines, rules and regulations, formats. So we will also provide all those formats where, we will also send the abstracts and titles. Everything will be on website. In fact, all the lists will be prepared and put on website, and we will share that list to all the publishers of journals and also books, those who are planning. So accordingly, we will intimate you, and we will also, there will be a separate application process where you need to opt it. So you need to register if you want to publish your article, presentation, if you have anything, and you need to submit. We'll be sharing one format for us initially for the application process. Accordingly, you need to send, and thereafter we will also, as we receive the applications, we'll be scrutinizing, verifying the details, and we'll be sharing with the publishers. So according to the publisher, according to the journal, or according to the book, we are also planning to come up with our own publication. So we will try to give you the best opportunity. So one thing is whether your paper gets selected or not in other reputed journals, but we are giving you opportunity in our own proceedings of the entire series. So in that, you can publish your paper or research work. That is there already, those who got the opportunity to present. We request you to start preparing now onwards. If you have not yet prepared, properly, as per all the specifications, you also start working on whatever topics you have presented. You have to send a write-up only if you are interested in publications. So we are planning to publish. Otherwise, general summary will be provided. But we request everyone to utilize. This will be a one-time opportunity. Everyone utilize this opportunity, and also recommend circulate to your friends and students so that they can also make use of this opportunity. And as this entire year is commemorated as G20 celebrations. India is hosting G20. So this is also one more opportunity where we can present on a similar theme or similar lines. So we invite you to utilize this opportunity on this occasion also. Our conference is also commemorating this G20 event. So we request everyone and invite everyone to have presentations on those themes. You can also review the previous G20 sessions and what were its outcomes and how it is, productive, or how it was contributing now, what are its expectations, how far it has met. So all such topics can also be taught and research and presented. So we will make use of these Sundays. So if there are more queries, we will take up full day also, no problem. But initially, we will be starting at 2 o'clock this Sunday, and we will see if participants require more assistance, then we will extend the time accordingly. So you can make best use of these pre-conference sessions if required in the coming Sunday, not this Sunday, on March 5th, if required. If we will also have a workshop on how to present a paper from scratch to publishing. We will also help you in how to select a paper. First, how to do research, review of literature, and find the research gap. Where is a research gap and where you can do your research, take up your research, how to select a topic and how to frame a title, a topic title or research title, then how to frame hypothesis, different kinds of hypothesis, like null hypothesis, alternative hypothesis, and all those things. Those who, if you require, based on Sunday's feedback, we'll see. If required, on 5th March morning, that is from 9 or 10, we will invite speakers on that day, and we will be presenting on that. We'll help you along with me. We will invite some resource persons if required, and we will help you out in preparation, selecting to topic to final submission. We will help you out. So share this information with everyone, with your friends, students, colleagues, faculties, so that they can use this opportunity to participate and present your papers. And also we are inviting collaborations from organizations. Generally, there is a huge collaboration charges or fees or in terms of sponsorships, which are invited, but we are against all such things. So this time also, this year also, we are inviting, and it's not that whoever applies will get the approval. We'll see genuine intention, whoever is there, but they should not stop you from applying for collaborations. We invite genuine persons who are really willing to collaborate and work together. So we are inviting them, colleges, institutions, organizations. Last year also we had a good number of collaborations, and even 40, 50 organizations have requested collaborations. But again, after a lot of things, we scrutiny based on their contributions. There is no monetary contribution required anywhere. It's only mutual cooperation and collaboration and support in conducting and promoting the conference. That is only what we expect. So you can also use this wonderful opportunity to collaborate or participate in the conference. And not only that, earlier conferences and various other where a multi-day conference was, multi-day events was conducted, we have received many requests that, one day they were able to present, one day they were not able to present. So these issues were there because of that, they were not able to get certificate. So that is quite natural, only if we attend only we will be getting. So to avoid that kind of issues or concerns, we thought we will divide the entire conference certification into day-wise. So every day. So now, even if you don't attend any single day, you need not worry. You will still get, if you are attending complete sessions, you will be getting the participation certificate for that day. So you need not worry. So daily basis, you can keep attending. And we will also see finally, you are able to miss out one or two sessions also. We'll try to issue a collaborative certificate, consolidated conference certificate later on. That proposal is also there. We'll see if at all, if can be issued, or if there is any requirement, we'll also issue that also based on your attendance. So this will be benefit all. We have seen earlier conferences also where a multi-day conference was there. And because of last minute additions, this was, because we were so liberal that we gave last minute additions. So they just came, and presented. So many participants missed out that session. So they lost the opportunity. So we request all the presenters to don't be so selfish, because this is a conference and, it's anyway, your presentation will be done. But, participants also, we need to inform schedule in advance to participate so that they can also, prepare and take time out to attend your session. So last time also there were many such issues, such concerns from participants also, because schedules were little bit in last minute. We were informing, and because of last minute confirmation. So we request all the speakers, whoever want to present, kindly register and inform whether you are not able to immediately submit or not. But you can always, register and submit your abstracts. If you want to prepare your abstracts, we are there. You come up with some topics, we will be helping you to explore further on this Sunday. So make use of this Sunday. So if you have any queries, you can leave a message in WhatsApp. You all have my WhatsApp number. So if required, if more requests are there, then we'll start at 11 o'clock. Otherwise, as planned, we'll start at 2 o'clock. If you need assistance or any of your students require assistance to present, we are there to help you. Next week, not this Sunday, next Sunday, we'll have a workshop on paper presentation, from everything from scratch to publication, how to select a publication and how to get it published. All those details will be discussed in detail. Maybe we'll take 2-3 hours session till 2 o'clock. We have till 1 we can take. Even if we start somewhere around 9, 10 or 11 also, till 1 we can have session. In that we will try to discuss each and every aspect of presentation, of selecting a topic to publication. So this will help you all to prepare your presentations, and there is no limit of presentations, number of presentations. You can, as of now, you can select multiple themes and multiple presentations. Each presentation will get a presentation certificate. And if you are also participating, you'll also be getting a participation certificate for that day or whatever it is. So that is one benefit. And apart from that, this year, we also newly thought of giving scholarships and, cash prizes, awards and other things additionally. So for the best, and additionally, last time also we had best participant award. So this time we have also So planned it on a daily basis because we are dividing the certificates on a daily this thing. So we have best participant, those who actively, register for the conference and follow all the formalities and also actively participate and provide feedback. So we will select participants, similar participants, and we will to encourage them, to motivate them, to appreciate them. So we'll be selecting based on, we will be having all the recordings, and we have volunteers to help us, interns to help us, and students who will be, monitoring the activities, and whoever is active will select, will shortlist, and will also declare on the last day or the one day after the conference, and they will be also be awarded suitably. So registration is only one time for participation. For presentation, for each presentation, you need to register individually. You can register any number of times, but for each presentation, you need to register once. If you have gone, last time also we faced many issues because, at the time of VC, at the time of filling the application, presenters are very negligent. We have all the records, and I have shown also to many participants, the presenters also, they showed. That's why this time we were more transparent, and we also enabled the acknowledgement. So whatever you are filling it up now, you'll also receive an email to your email address, the same form, so that you can go through and review. Many, in a hurry, they fill it up and later come and say, I have filled it, everything completely. I have filled all the details completely. But most of the time, we found that 99% of the problem is with them only. So this time, to reduce even work from our side, we have enabled the submission, a copy of your submission, which can be sent to your email. So you will be receiving immediately after you register, you will be receiving an email to your inbox where you can check whether you have correctly filled all the details. Because sometimes we see, where we ask for the abstract, they just type yes, no. Some we will send in mail, we will send in WhatsApp. See, be responsible. You are not an LKG student, right? And later on, they say, I have mentioned it, I will be sending in WhatsApp, I will be sending in mail. What is this? This is a professional platform and you are going to become a professional. So these all things, silly things, and they keep troubling us later on. So all these mistakes, don't do such silly mistakes. So that's why we are providing a copy also to you in your inbox. And actually, initially we thought, we should not provide one more chance. But again, mistakes keep happening. And but don't deliberately do. Again, if you submit multiple times, again, you don't know which one is correct, and you tend to make more mistakes also. Because, once you start filling and again, on one side, you'll become expert, you will be providing correct information. Other side, there is a possibility of, you getting bored or a repetitive filling, and you tend to commit more errors. So that is also possible. So I have seen that. That's why I'm cautioning you. So you can also guide us why we all are discussing this, because when you are sharing this information, maybe others also might ask you. They might also have certain concerns which may be, which you may be contacted for. So that's why we are sharing. So they can check it if they have any problem while registration or after registration. They can use these Sundays. They can join with the same link, 2 o'clock every Sunday. That is, same link will be there also for conference. So if they want to test, they can join with the same link so that they will also not have any difficulty in future for joining the conference. And all the details have been provided, and publications we have mentioned. It will be purely based on, the publishers. So, and editors, if they think that your research is worth publication, then they will directly contact you, and we will also help you. They will inform us initially. So we will also inform you, and they will also contact you. There will be a form after the conference where you will be asked whether we can share your information, the basic information like your email address and contact number, so that publisher can also contact you. So if you opt for sharing your contact number and email ID for research publication to the publisher, there will be an option in that. You can go through. We all are transparent only. There's nothing to hide. Every process is transparent only. So if you opt, we will share with the publisher. But if you don't want also, you can, whenever they inform us, we will inform you. And coming to our proceedings book, we have already mentioned this format and the content length and other things. And references, it will be as per APA format, latest 7 version. So you can just Google it, APA format, APA 7 format, and you will be getting all the details, how to prepare paper as per APA format, how to write abstract. All the details will be there. You can visit official website, APA website, where you can go through all the specifications. And if you still find it very difficult, we will also on that day, on Sundays, we will also tell you how to prepare paper and also how to write references in APA style. And I think all you have learnt in your bachelor's and post-graduation, or if you have completed your PhD or MPhil programs, already you might be aware of how to write in different styles like MLA style, APA style, and various styles. Already you might have done as part of your academics, you might have presented papers, seminars in your colleges. So you might be aware, but still, if you need any help, you can always contact your professors. Otherwise, we are also there to help you and guide you. We will take it session based on the requests. If many are asking, we will conduct one session where you can prepare and check. And there are different kinds of research, basically, exploratory research, conceptual research. Papers are also there, where in exploratory, you just explore a concept that doesn't need data and all those, especially primary data, or you can explore based on review of literature. So those are very simple research kind of presentations that you can make. So those who are struggling, those who are new presenters, they can do exploratory research, and based on that, they can make presentations. That is one simple research can be done. Other than that, we have various kinds of research that also we'll all discuss on that. And if you think, if you know a person, a resource person who is very good, or if you one of any participants, presenters who have already presented or who can present or who can take session on this paper presentation, we welcome you. So you can present on any weekday, or you can also join on Sundays to help, aspiring presenters to, make their presentation. So presenters will also get a presentation certificate, and that will be also a certificate of conference. So all these Sundays also, those who are presenting. So if anyone is there, expert, subject expert, or a resource person who would like to help, who would like to take sessions or paper presentation or publication, all these relevant topics which will help participants or presenters to present their papers after or at the time of conference or after conference. We'll also get additional, the presentation as part of pre-conference. You will also get presentation certificate. So that is also one more opportunity. Before presentation itself, you can present in the pre-conference sessions. And one more opportunity is if workshops as part of conference, we are planning to conduct workshop even like this will be paper presentation will be also one of such kind, like even on various other topics also. If someone is interested to conduct workshops, we welcome you. So if you are already conducting some workshops on other platforms or on your own, or if you would like to conduct, you can contact us, approach us. We will provide you time. So accordingly, in the conference itself, you can conduct a workshop as part of conference. So that will be also similar to presentation. You can just register for the presentation, and there you can mention your workshop title and other things, and you can contact us, and we will help you in conducting workshops. Like on RTA also, our Virendra Kumar ji is there. So with his help, we can have an RTA workshop on RTA. That is also very important. Like that, no, if anyone is interested, you can, if you know any resource persons, you can also share with them on different topics, practical aspects, even paralegal drafting, like that. We can take a number of topics, daily one or so, like that. So let's use this opportunity to present as many as papers. See, for us, it's all okay. We have presented so many papers, and but especially we have to encourage freshers. At least they will build up, boost. It will boost their confidence, build up, and it will help them to overcome stage fear, and also it will be useful for them in future. And that is the reason. And as per the academic requirements also, you can present your papers. That is other aspect. So I think I covered everything. If there is anything, you can also put it in chat box, so that if I have missed anything, I can share. So all the registration forms we have already shared. So various opportunities like presentation, participation, collaborations, nominations for awards are there. And based on that, we have For everything there is, and again, certificates are there. Based on presentations, you can present a number of presentations as of now. And certificates, I told you, for each presentation, you will get different certificate. So you need to register. For each presentation, you need to register separately. For participation, it is only same once you register. And because of, there have been times where participants or presenters, they filled the form incorrectly, or they sometimes incomplete. Some technical issue. Okay. So don't think that again this form is opening, so I need to fill it again. So to help you out, and don't deliberately do any mistakes, like for the sake of filling again, because same application, it is also difficult to choose which application to be selected. Again, if there are 4 or 5 entries from your side, and some things you can again make some mistake in one or other field. So try to submit only once, unless and until it is for presentation or nomination for awards. Especially for participation, you fill up the form correctly once, and for presentations, for each presentation, try to provide all the details. There is a option field where you can copy the entire abstract into that. So while making presentations, while making registration for presentations, you are required to type in or copy the abstract into that field, so that process gets completed. And later on, you can share your details, like generally you are following the procedure. But this conference, we have separate email ID, separate team that is monitoring and doing the process. So we request you to fulfill all the formalities. Only then you will be eligible for the certificate. And anyway, see, one thing is, formalities are also part of your presentation. When you are taking time for presentation, it may be 5 minutes, 10 minutes. This registration feedback process is also part of presentation. You need to take out time for that. Then only it will be complete. So don't think that this is optional. Your presentations or participation will be complete only when you complete this registration process and feedback process. So make sure you are also filling up all the details. So hope this is clear. And anyway, the presentation is also getting ready. So we will have this video version, like even in previous conferences, we shared a video where it provides all the instructions of conference. So mostly today or tomorrow, we will also share the video link. And the brochure is anyway available online, flyer and brochures. You can download and share. If anyone requires, you can also WhatsApp me, or you can download it from our website. So that is regarding conference. Anyone would like to collaborate, institutions, organizations, you are free. And not only you can present on research work, but you can also, if you are an NGO or if you are an institution working on some causes, you can present on that also. So NGOs have a very good opportunity, or professionals also, based on their professional work experience, they can present. So this is also a wonderful opportunity for NGOs to utilize it and present your papers. So we'll move on to today's commemorations. Yeah. So today we have a few commemorations. Like today is commemorated as World Thinking Day. And it is a day of friendship, sisterhood, and empowerment, where Girl Scouts and Girl Guides across the world speak out on issues that affect girls and young women. And this event raises funds for 10 million Girl Guides and Girl Scouts across the world. So the theme of 2022 of World Thinking Day was Our World, Our Equal Future, the Environment, and Gender Equality. So the World Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts, today is also Scouts Foundation Day. We'll also come to that commemoration. So this organization, the Girl Scouts of the USA and other World Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts member organizations, have been celebrating World Thinking Day since 1926. So this is a day to celebrate being part of the diverse global sisterhood. The history of the World Think Day is a fascinating story. In 1926, delegates from across the world met at Camp Edith Macy, now named the Edith Macy Conference Center in New York, for the Fourth World Conference, and decided to create a day for guides and Girl Scouts. So they selected the joint birthday of Lord Baden-Powell, the founder of the Scout and Guide movement, and his wife Olive, as a thinking day. So later in 1932, a Belgian delegate suggested that the girls could raise funds, World Thinking Day fund, for the organization and show their thanks accepting this suggestion. Lord Baden-Powell wrote a letter to all the guides and scouts worldwide, asking them to donate a penny, since a penny was enough for the loaf of bread in those days. In 1999, during Dubai conference, the name of the Thinking Day was changed to World Thinking Day. Today, this has grown into a huge global event that encourages members of the movement to think about bigger issues. The theme for the 2022 World Thinking Day is Our World, Our Equal Future, the Environment, and Gender Equality, on account of ongoing pandemic. So WAGGGS is offering a free World Thinking Day live session hosted by WAGGS World Centers that enables Girl Guides and Girl Scouts all over the world to connect with each other. And this year, the theme is Our World, Our Peaceful Future, the Environment and Peace. So in 1926, the first Thinking Day is celebrated at Camp Edith Macy. So the World Thinking Day Fund is started to help funding guides around the world in 1932 for a good cause. And the Thinking Day is renamed as World Thinking Day to clearly emphasize the global nature of the celebration. So thus the Thinking Day gets renamed as World Thinking Day in 1999. And in 2021, the World Thinking Day is celebrated with the theme of peace building, the theme of peace. So scouting and guiding is an approved type of character training and preparation for good citizenship designed for the benefit of boys and girls. So a scout or a guide is a disciplined citizen who is a friend to animals and also humans and loves nature. They help protect public property. So we have both boys and girls in scouts and guides. So every year, this day is celebrated with a theme. And it also helps to raise funds for Girl Scouts and Guides. And they can celebrate this day by holding events and organizing various events and supporting, making appropriate contributions in cash or kind. And you can also celebrate this day by taking part in wider events organized by the guiding and scouting communities like camp out events, hiking, and other challenges, or events like these through participation. And girl guiding began when the girls crashed a Boy Scout rally in 1909. This inspired Baden Powell's sister, Agnes, to begin the Girl Guide Association. So it all started with boys. So Big Gig is a huge concert organized by Girl Guiding every year, and famous stars like Ed Sheeran and Little Max have performed there, and it is still happening every year. Girl Guides provide valuable aid in both the world wars, include passing secret messages, helping war prisoners escape, and many more. Even they were used in the world wars. There's no upper age limit to becoming a scout member. This promotes equal opportunities for even adult, young girls and adult women. There are 5 world centers across 4 continents and 5 countries, including the Switzerland and the UK, Mexico, India, and Africa, where members can visit the world centers of Scouts and Guides. So it is a meaningful day that just doesn't celebrate the day itself, but also it raises funds for the well-being and growth of Girl Scouts and Guides worldwide. And it empowers women. The fact the first World Thinking Day has grown as a big global event. is because of the sheer effort of the Girl Scouts and Guides worldwide. It provides an opportunity for the Girl Guides and Scouts to learn about and take action on the issues that the world is facing. They have a theme each year that sheds light on various issues. And we have various commemorations related to this. We have Girl Scout Founders Day on October 31st, National Girl Scout Day on March 12th, and Scout Scarf Day in August 1st. On August 1st in the US. And World Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts is the largest voluntary movement organization dedicated to empowering girls and young women in the world. And as part of this organization, various initiatives have been taken up. The Yes Girls Movement, the Youth Exchange South to South, in short known as YESS, Girls Movement is an international exchange program undertaken in partnership with the NOREC. So they have 5 regions already mentioned in Western Hemisphere, Africa, Arab, Europe, Asia Pacific. In Asia Pacific, it is in India, in Sangam, Sangam means coming together in Sanskrit, and was founded with the intent to unite girls guides and girl scouts from around the world since 1996. World Center in Pune, India has been a place to grow, connect, and have fun with one another.
We are all born with dreams. To be a dancer, to be a doctor, to be an astronaut, to be an explorer. But as we grow up, we will start to worry that the way we look isn't good enough, that we are not beautiful. Our worries will stop 6 out of 10 of us from joining in when we would like to, from putting our hands up in class, playing games, or even going to the doctors.
It keeps us from reaching our full potential to be whatever we want to be.
I want to be free being me. Free being me.
Libre d'être moi. أنا حرة. Libre de ser yo.
Free being me. You can help us be free.
So there are various organizations, like Brahma Kumaris and various like these, which are inspired by the West. Girl Scouts and Guides, and many other organizations where, women are doing wonderful jobs. I mean, jobs doesn't mean job, but, more than a job, they are transforming lives and transforming societies. And especially one such center in India, this World Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts is celebrating 56th birthday. Opened in 1966, Sangam is the fourth world center in WAGS Asia Pacific region, and it is the fourth world center. Was first imagined in 1956 WAGS International Commissioners meeting in New Delhi. The idea to build a world center in Asia Pacific region was proposed. A year later, at the World Conference, the decision to build the new center in India was finalized, thanks to the determination and hard work of Lakshmi Muzumdar, the National Commissioner of India's Bharat Scouts and Guides, and the state of Maharashtra generous donation of almost 8 acres of land to be used as World Center site. The city of Pune, located in the state of Maharashtra in India, was selected because of its temperate climate, rich cultural history, strong tradition in education, and proximity to Bombay, which is now Mumbai. In 1963, the building plans were approved at the World Conference in Denmark. Girl Guides and Girl Scouts around the world raised over 50% of the construction funds, and the foundation was laid in 1964. The name Sangam was chosen for its meaning in the ancient language of Sanskrit, coming together. The center serves as a place for Girl Guides and Girl Scouts around the world to come together to share their experiences, as well as the culture and traditions of their homelands and member organizations. On 16th October 1966, the World Chief Guide, Lady Baden-Powell, came to India and declared the center open with the following words: love through knowledge and understanding. This will be carried out in full measure by the young people who will fill this place, and it will be with deep joy in my heart that I declare Sangam open. So the years that followed have seen many guides and Girl Scouts from around the world pass through the front doors as participants, guests, campers, staffs, volunteers, whether visiting for a few hours or staying several years. The voices, smiles, and energy of these people have given Sangam its spirit. Over the time, Sangam has grown and changed with the times as new amenities, buildings, and modern equipments have been added, thanks to the hard work and generosity of the supporters from around the world. Despite these changes, the unique Center for International Friendship and Understanding has never strayed from its purpose as a place for new experiences and exploration of our world through guiding and scouting. So with this, we shall conclude this commemoration. Today is also Scouts Founders Day. So Scout Founders Day on February 22nd honors Lord Baden-Powell and his wife Olive, the first chief Girl Guide Scout. And Scout Founders Day is also known as Founders Day throughout the world. It is time for Scouts and Guides to reaffirm their oaths together and contemplate how Scouting century-old values are still relevant in today's fast-paced world. The Boy Scouts movement originated in England on January 24, 1908, when Robert Baden-Powell published the initial issue of Scouting for Boys. Many English lads were already familiar with the Baden name, and hundreds of them gladly purchased the handbook. The publication of Scouting for Boys was completed by the end of April, and dozens of spontaneous Boy Scout groups have sprouted across the United Kingdom. After his 217-day defense of Mafeking during South African War, Powell became a British national hero in 1900s. Aids to Scouting, a military field handbook he wrote British troops in 1899, became popular with younger demographic soon after. Boys were enthralled by the tracking and observation training and devised complicated games using them. After hearing this, Powell developed a civilian field manual for teens that emphasized morals and good acts. So Scouts Founder Day is observed on February 22, the birth date of Robert Baden-Powell. And incidentally, his spouse, Olive Baden-Powell, in practically all Scout organizations worldwide. In Kenya, Powell's tomb has become a pilgrimage destination, with groups of Kenya Scouts Association and Kenya Girl Guides Association visiting the grave every year. Individual organizations may also commemorate their founding dates on other occasions. However, these are usually limited to significant anniversaries such as decennials. The Girl Scouts of the United States celebrate Founders Day on October 31st and Juliet Gordon's lost birthday. So the first meeting of Boy Scouts on July 25th, 1907, Powell leads a diverse group of adolescent scouts to Dorsetshire's Bronsey Island to camp for a fortnight. On January 24th, Boy Scouts Association spread all over England in 1908. The first National Boy Scout meeting is held in September at London's Crystal Palace in 1909. The Girl Guides are introduced. Robert Baden-Powell organizes the Girl Guides as a separate association in 1910. And in 1912, Girl Scouting in the US begins on March 12th. In United States in 1912. So Girl Scouting in the US started on 12th March 1912 in Savannah, Georgia, with Juliet Daisy. Jordan Lowe coordinated the very first Girl Scout group of 18 girls. Since then, it has expanded to 3.7 million members. Baden-Powell is buried in Nyeri, Kenya's St. Peter's Cemetery. The trail sign meaning "going home" or "I have gone home" is a circle with a dot in the middle of his tombstone. Olive's ashes were flown to Kenya and placed with her husband when she died. Scouting is practiced everywhere except in 5 nations throughout the world: North Korea, Andorra, Laos, Cuba, and Vatican City make up 5 nations that, though the latter is frequently overlooked. Except these 5 nations, all nations throughout the world practice these scouts and guides, scouting and guiding. So being a scout isn't just about wearing a uniform or sporting badges. You can choose one of the scout laws or promises and do a good deed to celebrate Scouts Founders Day. It's time for Scouts and Guides to reaffirm their commitments together and consider how Scouting century-old principles are still relevant in today's rapid changing world. Research Scouting history and learn some of the most important Scouts or popular Scouts. You can tell which of your favorite celebrities was a Scout. J. Edgar Hoover built a fingerprinting database with the help of Scouts, Minions. Atheists are still banned from the Scouts, so no atheist allowed. Norman Rockwell was an avid admirer of the Scouts, so celeb fandom. Scouts were part of parties that helped victims during the Pearl Harbor attack, so they were helping hand. The FBI employed several Scouts as informants, so they were serving as informants. Scouts usually possess high levels of self-esteem, interpersonal skills, self-confidence, a more robust personality, and positive outlook are other perceived benefits. Scouts also display significant changes in behavior, are more likely to become responsible citizens. The law and practices usually provide lifelong resources which are invaluable. Scouts are drilled on the importance of taking care of the environment and being agents of positive change. This goes a long way in enforcing sustainable practices necessary to conserve ecosystems. Today is also National Heart Valve Disease Awareness Day in US, which takes place amid of American Heart Month, which is held to raise awareness about unique dangers and effects of the heart, improve diagnosis and treatment, and save more lives. Through education and outreach, we can lower the number of persons who forfeit their independence and capacity to engage in their lives due to heart diseases, actively suffer arrhythmias, heart failure, and even death. Heart valve disease is a fatal ailment that claims the lives of 25,000 Americans each year. A disorder in which one or both heart valves do not operate is typically known as heart valve disease. This day aims to raise symptom awareness, minimize adverse results, improve detection, increase treatment rates, and improve overall health outcomes. The day's goal is to enlighten patients, carers, and the general public on heart valve disease to reduce the number of reported cases. National Heart Valve Disease Day was observed in 2019 by approximately 65 organizations and was anchored by the Alliance for Aging Research, National Council on Aging, Mental Health Network, Northwestern Medicine, Women Hearts Foundation, WebMD, and others were among the participating partners. In previous years, partners organized several events during the commemoration, such as social media campaigns and media advocacy efforts to raise awareness of the disease, an instructional session on Capitol Hill, ringing the New York Stock Exchange closing bell programs at heart and vascular centers, and more have all taken place during the past celebrations. The American Heart Association is yet another organization combating heart disease for nearly a century, aiming to save and enhance lives. And AHA has risen from its early years to become the largest and oldest voluntary organization committed to preventing and treating heart disease. Although heart valve disease can be debilitating and fatal, treatment options can save lives, so awareness and education are crucial. The campaign partners collaborate to raise awareness of the valve disease on this day and year around. The American Heart Association is established in 1924 with several heart association groups. Keys, an American scientist, discovers a decline in the rate of heart disease in populations across the Mediterranean consuming a low-fat diet in 1950s. Percutaneous balloon angioplasty and bypass surgery came into play in treating heart disease, with new treatments for heart disease emerging in 1960s and 70s. During the American Heart Association meeting in Florida, research suggests that Egyptian mummies dated back 3,005 years exhibited signs of cardiovascular disease in 2009. According to the studies, when not filled with saturated fat and sugar, dark chocolate is a heart-safe chocolate treat. But studies have shown it to help control blood pressure and lessen the chance of heart disease only when taken occasionally in limited quantities. Any heart valve can be deteriorated. However, the aortic valve is often at the highest risk due to its size. The advantages and survivors with heart valve disease, it advances significantly more quickly in developing nations, and it can cause symptoms in children under the age of 5. About 80% of the people with moderate symptoms survive for a minimum of 10 years after being diagnosed. So people older than 65 who feel daily tasks are becoming more challenging need to pay attention to their body signs. You should listen to your heart, as early detection is crucial. It is recommended to have at least one test at the doctor's every year. So this day is a great opportunity to get regular checkup done and take more care in keeping heart healthy. And according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC estimates heart disease is responsible for over 1 in 4 fatalities in the United States every year. About 40% of the population lack knowledge about heart valve disease, despite it affects over 5 million Americans. Research suggests that Merneptah, who died in 1203 BC, was victim of atherosclerosis, and heart disease ranks among the top avoidable causes of death in US. Symptoms of heart valve disease are often easy to miss and attribute to normal aging process. So early detection, regular checks, and preventive measures can help us in reducing the fatalities. Today is also Inconvenience Yourself Day, dedicated to putting other people first and going out of your way to help. But practicing awareness about how your actions affect people are really important for self-growth. In a world where people are busy and more disconnected from each other, Inconvenience Yourself Day is a day to shift focus from our own lives to people around us and work to become a little kinder to each other. People usually observe this day by performing random acts of kindness, being patient with others, and being there for someone who might need help. Today is also Recreational Sports and Fitness Day. To mark association's founding and celebrate positive benefits of recreational sports, fitness, and wellness. Recreational sports are physical activities played to have fun, encourage social interaction, and build physical and mental fitness. Recreational sports are a key sport of intramural sports organized within universities or geographic areas. Today is also commemorated as Single Tasking Day in US. Is a special day that pays tribute to one of the long-last habits in the busy world, single tasking. While people are lauding multitasking and getting as many things as possible done in a day, resulting in half-finished jobs, single tasking is much more productive. Even recent research are also recommending, highlighting the single task. As we are doing more and more multitasking, we are losing expertise and we are committing more mistakes and we are becoming more unproductive. So single tasking or monotasking is the art of dedicating oneself to one given task at a time and minimizing potential interruptions and distractions until said task is completed or a significant period of time has elapsed. This differs from multitasking, which is ability to perform more than one task at a time, dividing one's focus among multiple tasks. Today is also Supermarket Employee Day, commemorated in US. To commemorate the contributions of grocery industry staff, which was started in 2021. The Food Industry Association established the first National Supermarket Employee Day in 2021 to honor supermarket employees who deserve national recognition. Supermarkets are a community backbone. According to FMI, 83% of supermarket staff positively impact their hometowns, participating in community outreach and creating local links via educational, charitable, public health and awareness, and campaigns in addition to keeping pantries and registrations full. Through the Feeding America initiative in 2020, food retailers delivered over 1.5 billion meals to the Americans in need. And today is also commemorated as European Day for Victims of Crime. And this day is a day for creating awareness about the pertinent issues of security. Approximately 15% of the Europeans experience serious assault, trauma, and abuse yearly. The problem magnifies due to pervasive culture of silence and frightening misconception that these things happen to others, not to us. Today, it is a day to join in recognition and support of victims of crime everywhere. Today is also Cook a Sweet Potato Day. The vegetable is loved and eaten by millions every day in the US, and not only US, across the world. Many times people confuse sweet potatoes with yams However, not the case. Cultivators of sweet potato bear tubers with flesh and skin of many colors. And they are widely consumed by billions across the globe and mainly in US. And in India also we see this is widely consumed. The sweet root vegetable is very versatile and is used in salads, soups, and can be eaten for breakfast, lunch, snack, or dinner. The most important part of the vegetable is starchy tuberous roots. Nevertheless, the leaves and shoots are also edible. Eating cooked tubers can increase nutritional value and digestibility. However, many American colonists in Southeast consume raw sweet potatoes, and that is also tasty. Sweet potatoes are a distant relative of the common potato as they both belong in the order of Solanines. It is believed that before Western exploration, sweet potatoes were grown in Polynesia. Later, it is said they have spread to Central or South America, typically through spread of vine cuttings rather than seeds. Sweet potatoes also arrived in Europe, and it is recorded in Eleanor Fetty's place recipe compiled in England in 1604. Sweet potatoes are rich in nutrients and that can help you lead a healthier lifestyle. Additionally, they are low glycemic food and do not cause an instant spike in blood sugar levels. And when you notice your sweet potatoes turning soft or mushy, you should avoid eating them. Moreover, check out for a color change, as once they turn a deep shade of brown or black, they have gone bad. Keep a lookout for mold or odor too. If you notice any bad signs, it is best to discard them. The best way to cook sweet potatoes is boiling them, as they retain more beta carotene and it makes them more absorbable by the body than other cooking methods such as frying or baking. Today is also commemorated as Be Humble Day. Across the world, irrespective of their religion, culture, and philosophy, come together and stress the importance of being humble. Many great personalities say that humility is most important or most difficult of all virtues to attain. Either way, Be Humble Day focuses on the importance of being humble. Being humble, one can achieve many things, including higher self-control and joy. So practice humility by just being humble and silent. Today is also National Walking the Dog Day. Humans love walking with their four-legged friends, and poachers have their strolls with their people. So grab your walking shoes, a leash, and some treats for the road, and take your favorite book for a stroll to celebrate National Walking Dog Day. So with this, we shall end the commemorations for the day. And thank you all, everyone, for joining us. Quickly fill up the feedback form. Has been raised in the form of polls. And see you all tomorrow at the same time. Take care. Good night.